number 1, Brickwall University.
All right, folks. Good morning, Swirly Nation, not Swirly Nation. Live replay nation. As we are back at the International Silver Sticks in Whitby, Ontario for Game 3 of round robin play that's going to mesh the London Junior Knights and your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the action. Cine TV action here from Whitby, joined in the oven by the Commodore George Pearsall on the color mic. George, interesting morning so far.
Jeremy, it has been an interesting morning. The London Junior Knights come out before the refs appear and get a quick 15-minute warm-up, a little practice, pregame practice. So we'll see if that plays a factor here, especially in the early going, as they're probably going to have their legs a bit more.
And if you notice, we have a big black pole sitting at center ice that they've set up for us to try to stream around. So we're going to do everything we can here on the recorded Cine TV broadcast for you. But first, we're going to give you the starting lineups brought to you by the training table at the UPMC Lemieux Center. If you are looking for your healthy in-rink options, go see our good friend Chef Jeff and the great staff at the training table at the Lemieux Center. In net for the Penguins, number 1, the squish tender Squishy Evans. On defense, number 11 with the puck, Lyndon Trek. And number 10, the USS Rowan Bros. Up front at wing, number 17, Zach Brenneman. Number 59, brother Joey Costa. And at center, number 12, Braden Pearsall. It is Pearsall carrying in the left wing side. He fires one off the goaltender. Rebound sits there. Brenneman swipes it just wide of the short side. A breakout pass by the Knights, broken up nicely by Pelly as the Penguins have gotten a defensive change. And now the forwards working their way off for the first line change. There's 8:20 to play here in the first. There's supposed to be a 10-minute first period, but George, interesting rule here at the Silver Sticks in tournament in general. They'll put 13 minutes on the clock at the start of warm-ups, and then they run the clock until the puck drops. So if it takes you 5 minutes, you only get 8-minute period in the first. Referees this time pretty good as a deflected shot by Golnak in on net, and the rebound popped free for a shot from Flume that was gloved and held. So maybe a little extra warm-up time helping the London Knight goaltender.
I'll tell you, that was a big save there, Jeremy. I like the way that when that shot came in from the point from Chappell, you saw all three Penguins forwards converge on the crease. Puck bounced right to Flume, and the goalie made no mistake about it. What a glove save.
Face-off for Carlson on the far side. It's won by the Knights and banked up high off the glass behind the cage. Worked in the corner and rimmed around by the Knights. It'll be kept in front of the Knight bench by Pelly. He goes down low for Carlson. Carlson centering pass for Golnak goes off the stick of a defenseman. The Knights unable to get out of their end here. Penguins applying the early pressure. You're just going to feel a little bit of pressure here, Knights. Just a little bit of pressure. As it bounces around behind, here's Golnak. Back for Carlson. Carlson had all day, centers one. It goes off the goalie's stick. Here's Chappie to pop it to the corner. That's picked off but kept in by the OG. Knights able to clear out the center. It'll be Pelly to Chappell. Chappell wedges it forward. Way to battle at center there. He found Jones. Jones has it knocked off his stick. Back come the Knights. And there's that relentless back pressure, this time in the form of Braden Pearsall to play takeaway in the Penguins zone. Breakout pass by Pelly hits Jones. Jones streaking up the outside, centering feed for Pearsall. He tries to tap it back to Halliday. It'll be picked up by the Knights. Back pressure by Halliday. Stepping up on the play, big Danny Foster.
Spirited game so far here, Jeremy.
Puck comes free to Bolus. He tries for Foster. It'll just elude his stick. And the Knights will regroup here at center. Powers for the Knight, powering into the offensive zone. A shot blocked by Bolus. It'll end up behind the squish tender as the Knights try to pressure. It'll pop free right in front. A spinning shot kicked away, and the rebound put to the corner. Nice rebound control on the first Knights shot. And Pearsall able to clear it out to center ice. Back in come the Knights. Shot blocker side. Squishy will put that one to the corner as well. Rimmed around the whole way to Brenneman. He tried for Carlson. It'll come free to Bolus. Bolus will hit Joey Costa. Costa bumped on the play right at center. Bolus gets control for the Pens. The Knights, a heavy team it looks like. As Carlson scoots in. I haven't seen hooking like that since the Vegas Strip, ladies and gentlemen, and the referees get it.
Hey, you see Carlson using that speed, goes to the outside, and boy, that hook, number 12, Lindsay, for the London Junior Knights, got his money's worth there, Jeremy, as he hauled him down and earned 2 minutes.
I thought maybe that was Diamond on the hook. Holy heavens. Carlson will take the power play face-off on the far side, flanked by Costa and Brenneman. It'll be Track and Burrows the point. Puck one back to Track. Track down low. Costa had fallen on the play, able to get a stick to it and keep it in. There's that little body position there by the Knights. They're doing a good job of that. Getting a little bit of you. As we'd want to see Squish come out and play that. Penguins, he might be used to that, unable to ice on the PK, thinking that might be an icing. It's not. We may want to see that. Maybe his dad will talk to him about it a little bit.
Maybe.
Here's Track with it at center. Also 2-minute power plays. We still have a full minute and a half left on this one as Carlson darts into the offensive zone. It's cleared up but not out, kept in by Track. He goes down the wall. Carlson darts to the middle. Backhander coming in into the 5-hole area. And Brenneman shoved by Powers out of the way. We'll get a stop and play and a whistle.
Penguins weren't really able to get to their game much on that power play, or at least the first 45 seconds or so, Jeremy. We'll see if they can get it going here. You know, the Penguins, they kind of lock in when they get that puck possession down low and really go to work. We'll see if they can do it.
Interesting lineup here for the Penguins. We've got Chappell up at the right wing position on the draw. As it comes free, rebound, sits in front, tap just wide by Goldak, and it ends up in behind the net. I think it's going to be the OG.
I'll be honest, Jeremy, I didn't see it. I did not see it.
The puck got wedged. I'm going to give you the rebound here right off the face-off. The puck got wedged in front. Golnak got to it, fired it. It came off the goalie, but I think it may have been put in by a defenseman. I think credit's going to go to Golnak on that replay. And oh, baby, sausage and gravy. The Penguins have taken a 1-0 lead.
These early games here, you know, it's good to get on the board first, and the Penguins are able to get that first goal.
I mean, they've had the territorial advantage thus far. We've seen the Knights with a couple breakouts, a little bit of attack on the rush. That's what we see against this Penguins team because they are so good at setting up in the offensive zone. A lot of those rushes affected by the back pressure of the Penguins. A lot of the breakouts affected by that forecheck as Pelly comes around. He wrists one wide. Golnak able to keep it at the line, not able to keep it at the line. They'll be delayed offsides. Penguins aren't used to this, so we'll see how they regroup on it. Did a good job there. Knights unable to advance up the ice on the delayed offsides. It'll roll off the stick, and that odd power play formation may have come into play there. They had Flume back up top in a defensive position and Chappell down low. As it what's the call?
Offsides.
Well, that's not a good call. That's a tough one.
That is a tough one. Jinx.
Yeah. It's like beef jerky right there. Holy shnikes. You're going to chew out Halliday when the other kid was in front of you when you went to drop the puck. Ay. So Canadian refereeing as you play the London Junior Knights here a little bit.
No kidding.
as Halliday gets control in the Knights zone. He'll spin one towards the net. That's blocked and wedged out the center to be picked up by Bolus. Penguins will regroup there. A little saucy to Jones, who hits Halliday mid-stick. His centering pass for Carlson as he was interfered with heading to the net. Foster keeps right in front of the Knights bench, but they're able to pluck it off. It's a 2-on-1 here for the London Junior Knights. Looking to the middle. A centering pass comes off of a skate, comes in front, and there's the scorched tender. Sweet buttery crumpets on that one, and we're going to get a penalty.
I didn't see the penalty there, but what I did see was a big save there by Squish, Jeremy. The puck came across on the 2-on-1. I think he tapped it back to the guy who made the original pass. Squish equal to the task. He pushes post to post, and he shuts it down. What a save.
So now the Penguins will experience this 2-minute power play of the Knights. We'll see what they look like. And they've got an odd face-off setup as they bring a defenseman way off to the outside, and that may have affected things there as the Penguins able to almost easily clear off the draw.
Yeah.
Didn't have that two guys up at the point there, right? Trying to catch the Penguins. Bros defends to the outside. He'll use the body, no call. Penguins may get away with one there.
Yeah.
As Carlson comes away with it, it'll pop free to Bros. Bros clears it all the way down. The Penguins get a wholesale penalty kill change. Pearsall the pressure point. In behind the Knights net. Brenneman steps up. Chappie able to disrupt it at center, but the Knights get control. And there'll be a step in on an offside play.
Jeremy, I like that play by Chappell there in the neutral zone. He read that play, and he was able to step up, make a strong play on the puck, and that disrupted the breakout of the London Junior Knights.
Almost ended up with a chance, him going one way and everybody in green going the other. And it is the London Knights in green jerseys with that classic London Knight logo on the chest. Your Penguins, they're in gold. I love gold. The gold uniforms with the Penguin logo on the chest, the black pants with gold stripes, the gold socks with black stripes, and the iconic gold Pennzoil helmets. And there's the Penguins taking advantage of that ice on the PK. David Chappell has a heavy shot. He basically uses it to clear the zone there. And there's the Penguin pressure as Brenneman breaks it up. The Knights able to keep control, though. Weaving in, a 3-on-2 developing. Pressured by Pearsall, picked up by Chappell.
Oh, boy.
And he's ready for the NHL because he is loving icing on the PK, boys. Penguins with another line changes. Carlson gets the puck, centering it for brother Joey. It comes the whole way free. In come the Knights. They'll delay to the outside. Center drive attempt, defended well by Foster. He not only defends it, he steals the puck, gets it the whole way to the point as a shot comes in, kicked out by Squish. A wraparound attempt. Comes free. Here's Carlson one-on-one. Crossing over through center. He'll drive wide around number 15. Keeping control as he centers it, looking for Costa. It'll end up in the corner. Swipe that by the Knights. Costa, the first one there, unable to get control. Back come the Knights. 5 seconds left with the man advantages. They weave in, firing. There's the glove of number 1 to say, no thank you, sir.
Great play there by the Knights defenseman. When you see Carlson coming up, Jeremy, on a one-on-one, immediately you start to sit on the front of your seat. You're waiting for something spectacular, as he's so accustomed to doing. But great play by the defender to push him wide. And, you see the play go back the other direction.
I will say one thing I've noticed here, the Knights do a good job of kind of intercepting those centering feeds the Penguins like so much. A lot of sticks on centering passes, are resulting in some of their breakouts.
Yep.
To be honest, and I'm impressed with their ability to do that. The Penguins so good at creating those passing lanes. As the Knights, a pressure in the Penguins' end here. It'll be behind the Penguins' cage. Bodied there was Foster. It's popped back to the corner. A centering feed by the Knights, turning one in front, off the stick of Foster, up for Flume. It'll come all the way out to center ice. Here's Pearsall, up for Flume, catching it on the backhand. He's got Galnak driving, tried to hit Pearsall coming on the trail. It's picked off by London. There's that intercepting the passing lane as they weave in. And now we're going to get a, what is this? Yikes.
Calling a hook. A hook on number 12. They don't like the back pressure there.
So we've got 8 seconds left in the period, and the referees will put the Knights back on the power play. Controlled by the Knights this time. Back to the point. Shot from the point. Deflected. Blocked. Bouncing puck. The Knights have pulled their goalie, and they had a player the whole way in the zone, and the goalie wasn't even at the top of the circles. The goalies have to get the whole way off the ice before you can substitute. That is clearly too many men, and the referee just stared at it.
Don't worry, they call hooking when it doesn't matter.
6 attackers plus a goaltender on the ice for the Knights at the end of that period. But nonetheless, through one, the Penguins with the lone tally. A Golnack net front schmozzle.
I would say shots on goal, Jeremy. The unofficial Commodore shot clock was 7 shots on goal for the Penguins and 4 for the Junior Knights. Would you say that's about right? Maybe 4 or 5?
Probably 4 or 5, yeah. The glove save by Squish, the one that he came across kind of too early. That's four or 5 I can remember, yeah. So
I would say by and large, a fairly evenly played first period, right? The Penguins broke through first, but I don't think it was a dominant period by the Penguins by any stretch.
I think special teams have come into play there. The Penguins with a goal, 2 penalties that they're trying to kill off here. The Knights have gained some momentum from those power plays. Even after the power play, able to keep the pressure on in the Penguin zone a little bit. I think we've seen the Knights do a good job, like I said, in their end. This is one of the better teams we've seen it disrupting what the Penguins are trying to do on those, creating those passing lanes.
Yep.
The Knights are a heavy team. They're going to put their body into you when they get to the puck. So, there's a trip behind the net. No call. A centering pass comes off a Knight skate out to center. We've got 1:25 left on the Penguins' kill as Carlson pressures. Knights are deploying the same 5 as on the last power play here as they come up and rim it around. Bouncing puck as it hits that Zamboni area, just avoids the stick of Burrows. Tough bounce there for the Penguins as a shot will come in off the Squish tender.
Nice save.
Rebound picked up, a wraparound attempt off the pad, cleared by Halliday, not out. Another shot in. Jumping in front,
boy.
Squish with a stick save to kick it out to the outside. Bouncing puck will get all the way out to center here. 45 left on the penalty.
Great awareness by Squish to clear that puck from his crease, Jeremy. That thing popped right out.
As the Penguins are changing, here's a potential 3-on-2. Shot up high, blocker to side. Another centering feed. This one comes free. Squish will push it to the outside, and we get another arm raised. The London Knights diving to the ice, getting a call. And with 28 seconds, it'll be track headed to the box, and the Penguins do a 5-on-3 penalty kill for 28.
That's a tough call there, Jeremy. That's a tough call. Whew. The Pens are going to have to kill it off. 28 seconds of 5-on-3.
Who's this disgruntled fan down here? Sorry. Yes.
It'll be Jones, Chappell, and Pelly. And, of course, the Squish tenders. This weird lineup affects the Knights again as the faceoff was clearly won by London, but back to the point where there was no one. This one will come in on Squish. I'd like to see him back that up with the stick there.
You know what, Jeremy? Maybe with these penalties going against the Pens, maybe we'll get a lucky bounce out of the penalty box, right? Maybe the puck will, as we spring a player, maybe we'll look for a quick break.
We got 16 more seconds of goalie dad heartache as it's worked D to D by the Knights. Pressure in front, shot screams wide to the glove hand side. Another attempt here from the point. That one off of a body, and then I think hit the Squish tender, got to the corner. A fend on puck. We might see what you're talking about. Here's Bredeman out of the box. He tried to tap it for Jones. Jones will stay with it, trying to overcome the defenseman. These defense are going to be tired. They have literally been on the ice. This line's been on the ice for the better part of 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes for the Knights. All of the power play the first time around for London, then all of this power play as well. They're still out there. We are now 3 minutes into this period, so we're working on a 5-minute shift here for London as they ice the puck. And unfortunately, they can change. It's not like the NHL in that effect. So short-handed, still down a man for 58 seconds. The Pens will have an offensive zone draw.
Yeah, another minute of PK time here. And you'd have to think this will be a nice momentum boost, Jeremy, if they can kill off the remainder of this power play, right?
58 more seconds as Pearsall and Costa will play up front. It'll be Foster and Bolus on the back end. Face off one to the corner by the Knights. They've done a good job on the draws.
Yep, absolutely have.
Here's a breakout. Scott coming in. He looks to wind and fire. Has it roll off his stick, so he'll rim it around to the opposite side. Left up high for the point, taken away by Pearsall. Can he make something special happen? He's around the defender. In on net. Winding, weaving, just can't get it through. The net comes off, and the face-off will probably come out of the zone.
He learned that move from his dad, Jeremy.
Trying to put on the Ritz there. Just has it roll off the twig. And it will stay in the zone. I think it should come out. It will come out.
There you go. If there's one thing I know, it's that these refs are going to pull that puck out of the zone.
It'll be Carlson to take the face-off. Controlled by the Knights. They'll go D to D. Puck comes off the skate. There's Golnack falling down as he wedges it towards the net. He almost had another kind of schmozzly goal.
Schmozzly.
As firing one in front, coming across.
Look out.
Driving the net was a London Knight. They'll keep it in the Penguin zone here. 8 seconds left with the man advantage. Could we see that guy come out of the box here? As Bolus reverses to Foster. Foster will loft it all the way down. No icing. Penguins get even at the same time. Puck set up behind the net by the netminder. And Golnack fights through a check to get to it first. Wedges it behind the net. The defenseman twists and turns there.
What is this, 5-on-5 hockey we see?
We see 5 flightless birds on the ice for the first time in a while. Penguins killing off 3 penalties in a row. Here's Flume up the outside for Carlson. Carlson tries to cut to the middle. It'll be knocked off his stick, but Flume follows on with the battle. Battle mode in check for the boys in gold. Back pressure by Carlson. It'll be wedged out the center to be brought on 1-on-2. Foster will keep it to the outside. Trying to weave to the middle. Number 20 here as it bounces free to the point. Sent in front of the London Knight bench. Wristed high and over the cage here as the Knights continue to pressure even after the man advantage expires. So maybe the Knights gaining some advantage from their power play here as the Penguins. Carlson picks it up. He'll find Flume. Here's the back pressure of the Knights. I love the back check by number 7. It'll come free for a shot from Carlson that goes the whole way through the goaltender and the crease.
What a play by Carlson there, exploding through the D. Gets that puck, Jeremy. Almost squirts it through.
It'll be banked off the boards and brought out by the Knights. Back pressure coming from Jones. Puck taken away by Track. Track with it to the outside. Bouncing puck. It'll be offsides on the Penguins at the Knight line.
Now hopefully now that the lines have settled down, the penalties have settled down, maybe Penguins can get to their game a bit as the entire 2009 Pens Elite team watches on from the offensive zone quarter, Jeremy. They play next here, so nice to see the boys in goal.
On this sheet?
I think it actually may be next door, but same arena.
Very nice. So you won't have far to travel.
That is true.
The Squish Tenders setting things up for Track. Rimmed around. It's kind of cool to see like the mini NHLers versus the mini OHLers here as the Knights and the Penguins.
That's right.
Meet here in Whitby. Puck still in the Penguin zone. Second period, we've seen the puck in this end quite a bit. Track hauled down, and they will see this one. As Pearsall comes in, he'll find Jones. Stick to the corner. Picked up. Squish is on the bench. Penguins with 6 attackers here. As it comes free. It'll be touched by the Knights. We're going to have a penalty on number 10 for London. I don't know how fast did Squish get off the ice there. I thought he was going to join the rush.
He might win a fastest skater competition there, Jeremy. He was flying onto the ice, onto the bench.
I want to remind everybody we did get the player intros up on City TV. I thought they were up like a month and a half ago. I loaded it in October, but I apparently loaded it as like a private loading, and so nobody could actually watch the 2011 player intros. They are now available on City TV for you.
You're always known for your private load, and that was no exception.
So the Penguins 2-0 so far here. Little recap. They've given up 2 goals so far in the tournament. They've scored, 10? I really think, we've seen it all out of the Penguins. Some pressure. This has been the toughest game thus far, I think. Last night's game, also another great game with the Chicago Reapers. So 2 real good ones here, back-to-back for the Pens. I've been impressed with their ability to kind of limit chances. They're playing the defensive zone's been very strong. For a team that doesn't play there a ton, they've done a great job kind of keeping the high-quality chances off. As the Penguins set up the power play, in comes Pearsall with a backside feed. He was looking for Halliday. It's tapped past Pelly, but picked up by Jones. Great read there by the Penguins forward. As he goes heavy off the board, he was looking for Halliday. It'll be iced by the Knights. And I think maybe they talked to the squish tender, perhaps at intermission there, as now he sets it up instead of leaving it go behind where it's more difficult for the defenders, and the Penguins right back into the offensive zone. Here's Halliday. He was looking for Pelly. Jones up top for Pelly. Pelly to the outside to Halliday. Halliday looking to hit a streaking Chappell. Chappell, like his brother at Penn State, was headed to the quad. It'll come free to Pelly. Pelly will regroup at center, off of Chappie. Chappie to Pearsall, and it'll be just a half step into the zone.
You see how important those face-offs are, Jeremy. When you win a face-off, you can kind of keep that possession of the offensive zone, but the Penguins weren't quite able to maintain that long possession early, and they spent the next 40 seconds or so just trying to get the puck back in.
1:05 left on the man advantage. Penguins will change attackers and defenders. It's Brenneman, Costa, Carlson, Foster, and Bolus for the man advantage. Battling in behind. It'll come free. Costa to Bolus. Bolus reversing up for Brenneman. I don't think Brenneman read that it was the defenseman coming down. He kind of pulled up there on that play as Foster will get control. To Bolus. Up for Brenneman. This time with speed into the zone. Challenging the defense. And London getting just some rolls here. Kind of pucks off skates that end up on a teammate's stick instead of in danger.
Yep.
Here's Bolus. A nice regroup back to Foster. The Knights kind of scrambling a bit as a one-timer comes from Bolus. It's off of a shinny. This could be danger for the Penguins shorthanded. As Foster's going to finish that check, and a good call there. Following through on the body check.
They're calling head contact.
Oh, that won't be good. That'll be an extra. Is that an extra 10? I think it is in the U.S. It might not be here.
Looks like it's just 2.
So a 2-minute penalty. So 7 seconds of 4-on-4 action here.
Coaches are yelling. The junior Knights coaches are yelling. I'm not sure what they're arguing about.
I think the refs were telling them to put somebody else on, but the Knights coaches were like, boys, we still have 4. The refs were trying to give them a 5th. It'll be Pearsall on the face-off. Bouncing puck comes free to Golnack. So the Penguin the London penalty expires, so we go to a London power play here. 4-on-4 ends with the pucks in the London zone. And this could be important. You mentioned face-offs. That 4-on-4 being able to get the puck up to this end here early. As Pearsall cuts in, fires one in a great save. We've seen a couple big saves by London, and London's going to ice the puck on the power play. That's the second time we've seen that, too. So the Penguins' shorthanded pressure being an issue here for the Knights.
Jeremy, I'm going to make a pretty obvious statement here, which is the next goal is going to be a big one. I think the Penguins have started to get more and more pressure, but the Knights get the next goal. It's a tie game. Penguins get the next goal, they're up by 2, and you might start to see their game settle in here. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here with the next goal.
the special teams have been a big thing. I mean, we're working on penalty 4 or 5. I mean, that first period's only nine minutes and change. We're only halfway through this period, and, we're working on the 5th penalty of the Penguins. So, you're looking at 10 minutes in penalty time.
That's right.
In that, 17 minutes of hockey. So I think that's been a big part of the disjointment here. As the Penguins are changing defense, it's a potential 3-on-2 coming up the ice for the Knights. A back check by Carlson as it's weaved in. Glove side shot, cleared out. It comes off, squishes glove.
Cleared by Pelly. What a headsy play there in the crease. Squish makes the initial save, and then Pelly there clears it from danger.
A weird bounce. We saw that yesterday. This one stays out of the net.
We have a guy cheating behind the Penguins' defense here.
With the man advantage, trying to get that stretch play, and read well by the Penguins, as now we'll have a hand pass, and that needs to be called, yeah.
Something for the Penguins to keep an eye on here as the Junior Knights on the power play. They seem to be sneaking a guy back to the far blue line, trying to catch the Penguins asleep off guard. Luckily, the Penguins defenders there saw it and were able to get back in time.
Face off at the dot just outside of the Knight zone. Battled for. Penguins get a little bunchy here on the penalty kill. The Knights regroup in their own end. Nice play there. Halliday with the back pressure. Frees it up. Chappie in the corner. He'll wrist it all the way down, and that will probably do it for this version of the Penguins penalty kill, as Pearsall actually wins the race into the Knight zone. He's hogtied. Following on is Halliday. Penalty over for the Penguins. Pelly pops it further. Penguins back to 5-on-5 action here, at least for the moment. Pearsall off the wall, sending it all the way across. There's Jones, just a bouncing puck that'll lift into the goaltender for a stop and hold.
Nice play there for the Penguins, keeping the puck in down low. You see Pelly, the defender, jumping in, keeping that pressure behind the goal line in the Junior Knight zone. The Penguins keep that possession, and you see a high-quality scoring chance there. Very heads-up play by Pelly.
Carlson to lean over the dot in the Knights' end. And Carlson's going to be kicked out of the faceoff dot. Okay. This little referee is an angry human, like a little angry elf. As it's flipped off of Chappell.
He must work for Hockey TV, Jeremy.
Here comes Halliday in, centering feed, just past Carlson, comes Rita Jones, his backhander blocked. Cleared up but not out, kept by Halliday. Halliday to the corner, rimmed around by the Knights. I thought he was going to pass it right to Carlson there. He kind of turned thinking he had a free pass, and he didn't. Carlson with the pressure. The Knights able to get it out the center where Chappie will wedge it across the ice. Finding space, there's Pelly. Pelly will turn it up, off a Knight, but right to Halliday. Halliday's got Jones, he'll find him. Jones driving in, has Carlson streaking to the net. He shoots one low, wide, and it's a breakout for the Knights. Here comes Bolus, getting control at the Penguin line. He'll go up for Halliday. Penguins get a change here. Carlson with the pressure. Brenneman almost swiped that away. Foster with it. Bouncing puck misses Costa, but they'll say it hit him, so no icing. As Brenneman darts in, tries to center one. He'll go behind the net to Carlson. Back to Brenneman. In front for Costa. And a one-timer! And Brother Joey! On a tic-tac-toe play, it's Brenneman to Carlson, Carlson to Brenneman, Brenneman to Costa, and Costa to the back of the net.
You see that patented Penguins triangle right there in the offensive zone. Brenneman behind the net to Carlson, back to Brenneman. One touch to Carlson, or one touch to Costa, who buries it. All three Penguins forwards touched it in the span of like 2 seconds, Jeremy. That was beautiful.
And he made no doubt about it. Angry elf yelling at a wing again. He's not in this Christmas spirit, making too many toys. As it'll be popped in behind the Penguin net. Here's Pearsall with it. Off a skate. controlled by the Knights as they put the pressure on. I'm surprised that's not a hook.
Me too.
With what we've seen called, that would have been one of the bigger ones, I thought. Penguins get away with that one. Off the stick of a Knight all the way to the Penguins' end. Foster goes behind the cage. Here's Bolus with it. He'll stop. He'll go back to Foster. Bouncing puck. He's able to control it. Snapping it off to Costa. Costa all the way across to Brenneman. Brenneman has Pearsall going to the net. Tries for him. Good skate block. Brenneman right back to it. He'll go to the corner to Pearsall. Pearsall back in front. Brenneman. Brenneman with a wrister. It's off the backside of a Knight defender. Rose will keep at the point. Going down low. Spinning with it. Golnak. Good job there by the Knights not to finish that check. That's a check we saw Foster finish earlier. Here's Carlson with it. He gets a bump but stays with the puck. Across, one-timer for Flume! And he's got a luxury condo in Roof City. It's D'Angelo Valentino.
What a play there by the Penguins. You see them work the puck around the offensive zone. I actually thought Flume was going to one-time it. I think the goalie thought he was going to one-time it as well. The goalie made his way over. Got set, Flume went back across the grain, upper left. No mistake, 3-0 Pens.
Well, you said the second goal would be big.
Mm-hmm. The third goal.
You were accurate.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Center ice draw, controlled by the Knights as they weave into the Penguins' end. It's defended by Track to the half wall. Golnak back to work. Now Carlson will come away with it. He'll find Flume. The most recent Penguin goal scorer drives in, delays a bit, fires one in front. Carlson there. He's knocked down in front. The referees get control, and now Penguins are going to get a penalty. No?
I thought they were going to get a power play.
Well, no, I think they're just going to say nothing.
Okay.
They pointed at a player, pointed at the box, and then have, I guess, changed their mind, which they're allowed to do. They have the whistles. They're always right.
Mm-hmm. You know, my wife could be an official, Jeremy.
Just give her a whistle.
She's always right as well.
She said you were an absolute gem on her birthday this week. Made the day all about her.
Just her birthday?
Yes, just her birthday.
Okay.
The other times, more. The OG in front of the net. Let's bring you that one on replay now that I'm paying attention to replay.
And this is how it happens, Jeremy. This is how it happens. The Pens just start to break through, and the London Junior Knights able to hold them off for a while, but now things are really starting to settle in for the Penguins.
And now Jones is being told not to advance into the circle. It is a very clear rule here in Canada that they would like to enforce today on the boys in goal. It's into the Knights end again. Here's Jones with the pressure. Pops free to Halliday. He carries behind the Knight net. Out for Pelly. Pelly stopping, starting. Penguins with 3 goals in about 2 minutes here?
That's right.
Pelly drives in behind. Has it ride a bit off of his stick, but comes to Chappie, his partner. Down the half wall as Pelly and Chappie play forward here. Up top, Halliday keeps it the line. Jones taps it around a forward, but it's picked up by the Knights. Out they come. Up the right wing side to be defended by Chapo as they drive one in. Sticked away. They'll battle for it. Jones will swipe in and get control. His pass goes off the stick of Halliday out the center. Oh, misplayed a bit at the line there. In come the Knights, feeding it across. It'll just be out of the reach of the Knight driving right down the center of the ice. 40 seconds remaining here. In period number 2, the Penguins with a 4-love lead. Or as they say in the World Cup, nil. As Pearsall breaks free, gets sticked in the face. And hooked in the corner. And now he's going to get a penalty. Oh, no, they're going to call it on London. Both roughing. They're both going to get a penalty as Angry Elf tosses them both in the bench. Coincidental minors will lead to 5-on-5 play. So Brenneman and Carlson here with Costa up front. And now they're going to wave Carlson out of the... The referees, believe it, are not wearing green jerseys. They are in the black and white stripes of the official referee uniform. Battled for along the boards. As time winds down here in the second, taken away by Carlson, the horn's going to sound. They're going to head over to the benches where the Penguins are coached by none other than Jeff Hannon.
Hannon joined by Halliday on the bench, but not by Joe Pelly. I think he's off with the 2013s. So I think just the two Penguins coaches behind the bench for the Pens today.
So the 09s, let's talk about them a little bit. They're playing a little bit right after this game.
Yep.
How's their tournament going so far? I know they won the first one. How'd game 2 go?
They won 2-1 in the second game. Trying to remember, I've had this is my 5th game in the last 25 hours, so keeping them all straight. But yeah, they went. They're 2-0 so far. I don't know who they're playing in this game, to be honest. But
I think they have a tough one. Or is that the second game today?
The second game they play is the Don Mills Flyers, which I think are number 1 or number 2 in Ontario. So that's going to be a hell of a test there.
Should be a fun game. That's the reason you come here.
That's it. You want to play the best.
So we'll talk about 2 things. First, I want to talk about Black Friday and how annoyed I am with my email inbox. And a message to companies out there, if you want me to buy something, don't send me an email the same day every other company in the world sends me 7. I had like 400 emails to buy stuff yesterday. I bought nothing.
Yep, me too.
Except Cine TV gear.
Well, of course, Cine TV gear. Was there any Black Friday specials on the Cine TV
There
gear?
were. We announced them on the game yesterday. I think they might still be in effect. Let me check the coupon codes here.
Okay.
That we had on the Cine TV store. They were good through yesterday.
Okay.
So hopefully you got the coupon code. If not, there'll be another one. Keep up with us on Twitter. The Penguins work the puck in. A shot comes from brother Joey that screams just wide of the glove hand side. Battling down low are the Knights. They'll come away with it, but pressured by Costa. Knights get control. Up off the stick. Here's Brenneman to take it back. He'll have it swiped away, and the Knights gain the Penguins end. Winding, firing, glove side, and a save by Squish.
Something to keep an eye on here in the third period. It's 4-0 Pens. Pens get another goal or two, Jeremy. You might see this game get a little bit more nasty, a little bit more physical. So just something, you want the boys to make sure they're playing with their head up, right? That they're playing smart hockey, not putting themselves in dangerous positions. It's a long weekend. You want to keep everybody on the ice, everybody going.
I'd also like to see, frankly, them get one more here somewhat soon. Because they do play again at 1, these Penguins will play 4 games. Holy shnikes! D'Angelo tackled and cross-checked in the back of the neck. You mentioned things getting a little out of hand. That might have started on that most recent faceoff. As it'll be an icing here on the Knights.
Boy, oh boy. Yeah, Flume appears to be in clear discomfort, Jeremy. Father Derek says you're all right.
Which is not true. As a physician, I would expect him to know that he is anatomically half left.
Well, this is true.
Figure a physician would know his right from his left.
Oh, look at D'Angelo went right through the guy on the face-off there.
It'll be played behind. The Penguins have some big physical boys.
Yeah, they can play that way if you want.
Yeah. Not an issue for the boys in gold. But I was going to say, I want that 5th goal to get the running clock with the 4 games in 24 hours. The faster we can kind of, I hate to say it, but a little less playing time won't be terrible. As a short side shot by Flume. Looks a little bit possessed after the unnecessary tackle as Jones wedges one in. Rebound bounces free. And Jones is whacked with a stick, and he's going off. Jones gets dumped after the play and is going to also be called for a penalty for roughing. He roughed the ice that he fell on.
Boy, the coaches appear to be frustrated for the Penguins. The parents appear to be frustrated for the Penguins. And the Coach Hannon now getting an explanation from the refs. This ought to be good, huh?
I can only imagine. He's like, look, we're from Canada. You're whooping our team's butt. We're going to call everything on you.
Mm-hmm.
That was the explanation he just got.
That's right.
It'll be Pelly able to ice it all the way down. So a 2-minute man advantage for the London Junior Knights. Penguins will have a penalty kill here. They got to keep their head about them.
Yep.
Bottom line is they got to play the game. Chappie able to disrupt it. Halliday able to put it back to the Knights line. Knights come up the outside. Pelly disrupts that a bit. They'll weave in. Stick lift. Carlson wedges it all the way down. Penguins get a forward change. It's Brenneman. On the forecheck, Costa disrupts the play a bit. Things get a bit disjointed. The Knights will go to a dump and chase method here. Here's Chappie battling along the wall.
Every time the Penguins touch a player, you're just looking for the arm to go up, Jeremy.
They'll come back to the point. Winding, firing. That shot will miss the cage. Kept in the half wall. Popped up high around the dasher board. And the Penguins' Chapel is hammered. And it'll be a body check.
As the mock cheer goes up.
The Bronx cheer from the crowd.
It's good to see them get that one, right? Good to see them get that one. Here we go. We're going to play 4-on-4 for 45 seconds.
And they're waving at some. I thought they were going to call something on the Penguins because he started pointing at the Penguins bench for some reason.
Boy.
Oh, boy. 45 seconds of 4-on-4. It's Pearsall and Golnack up front for the Penguins. Foster and Bolus. As Pearsall takes it away, weaves in front, banks it off the back of the goaltender. And run that clock, ladies and gentlemen. It's Braden Pearsall with a 4-on-4 tally. Sit down. You don't get out of the box.
Interesting. Looks like the 4-on-4 play, the Junior Knights player wanted to come onto the ice. Interesting play there. You see the Penguins get that puck in deep. I'm not sure whether Pearsall was trying to bank it, whether he was passing it, but the net result is the same. That's a 5-0 lead for the Penguins.
It should be running clock here based on tournament rules. They did stop it after the goal, but it might be running from here on out as Foster gets control. Pearsall now outside to Golnack. Back to Pearsall as he drives in front of the net. Swipes it around. Unable to get the whole way to the cage, but it'll be Bolus at the point. Walking it towards the middle. Firing one. And, yeah, we do get the running clock here as so desired.
That's right. That's right. You think that right now all we want to see is that clock going and going, right? You want to keep these bodies fresh, keep the legs going. And
the penalty set to expire here on Jones now. He has to wait till the puck drops. He can come out.
that's interesting. So he comes out.
And the Penguins will get a power play now. Here's Bolus with it. Banks off the board for Brenneman. Into the Knights, and they'll turn it back the other way. Carlson pressures at the line, keeps it in. Brenneman in front for Costa. Costa back to Brenneman. Swiped away by the Knights. Back they come shorthanded. Defending is Foster. And Bolus, the Knights, great crisscross play. Shot comes in, blockered high, up and over and out of play by the Squish tender. A sneaky shot there.
Nice save by Squish. That puck comes in up high. And Jeremy, sometimes you see these goalies, maybe they try to go down into the butterfly. He did not go down early. He maintained his position and was able to get it look like a collarbone or a shoulder up on that puck.
Big save there. Keeps the clock running and puts the face-off in the Penguins' end here. 18 seconds left with the man advantage. The Knights win the draw. They'll regroup at center, though.
That was interesting.
Yeah, he kind of gave up the blue line
Yeah.
there. They'll put one in. Squish will toss it to the corner. Rose. Now Brenneman,
Nice
tap
play.
pass. Here's Carlson weaving into Costa. Power play over as Costa wedges one in. Carlson to the rebound. Looking, centering. It comes the whole way free and out the center.
Nice play there by the Penguins down low.
Here's Burrows at the line, sending it across Carlson. He'll jump into the zone with speed to the corner. A bit of a delay pull around there. Nice play. Penguins unable to keep control, though, and it's iced by the Knights.
The delay pull around. That's true. That was good. He usually has that puck on a string, Carlson does.
I do that in the parking lot sometime, like the delay, pull around, wait for the person to leave the spot. Jack Carlson good at it in the corners, coming out, creating chances in front. Not sure who does it better, me or him.
That's
but,
right. Well,
one of us.
No doubt it's you, Jeremy. No doubt it's you.
Puck to the corner. There's Jones battling. We get down to the 9-minute mark here. The third period is it's smashed forward by Pelly. Returned out the center by the Knights.
Nice
Back
play.
pressure by Jones.
Nice play.
Knights will wedge it back out the center. Here's Pelly with it. Pelly back to Chappie. Sneaky backhand. Chappie up for Pearsall. Just goes off his skate. Pelly will get to it, but a bouncing puck goes off of Chappell. He'll make the safe play. Good, smart, safe play there by Chappie. Getting it into the Knight zone.
That's all you want right now. Get that puck in deep, roll the lines, keep them going, you know?
Well, there were two Knights there. I don't know if he saw them. He probably did. There were two Knights there. If that takes like a weird bounce, it could be a 2-on-0 going the other way. So Chappie doing a good job there. Here's a Penguins defenseman, Pelly, on the rush. Goes off the stick of Halliday in on net where it's covered up.
Well, 8:15 to go here in the third period. These games always have a little bit of a weird feel where you have like a 9-minute first period. You know, at home we're used to those 15-minute periods, all three. These games tend to go by maybe a little quicker because of that.
But the third period seemed to take forever.
That's true.
I think.
That's
Even
true.
with this running clock, I'm like, I feel like there should be like 6 minutes left. Like, there's still 8.
Yep.
As it's fired back out to center, here's Danny Bananas
Ooh.
Foster. A stop and start. A little filth put on by the Foss man. As it's dumped into the corner, it's Carlson. Centering one. Flume just a bit deep on that play as Bolus gets control at the point. They'll walk it down the wall, battle into half wall. And we get a whistle. And what's the whistle for? Because he hadn't blown it in a while, folks. That's why.
I'm not sure what the call is there.
He warmed his whistle. I'm wetting mine.
I have no clue what the call was.
Face-off won by the Knights. Rimmed around behind their net, pressured by Golnack. Bouncing puck avoids the stick of track. It's out the center. Carlson will grab it in his own end. Winding up.
Look at the crossovers.
Weaving through with those speedy crossovers. Gets into the zone. Taps it to the outside. Here's the OG. In front for Flume's backhander that just misses. Carlson doing a good job. There's that body. Uses the body. It might not be a big one, but he uses it so well to protect and get control of the puck. The other kid had a little bit of speed on him, but he used the body to kind of interfere with that speed as he got control.
They say the same thing about his mother, Carolyn. She uses the body effectively, right?
Absolutely. And on the basketball court especially.
That's right.
And we've talked about it before. Unfortunately, Jack, overcoming the genetic predispositions of his father, has most of his mom's genes.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think his dad can fit in his mom's jeans.
That's right.
As Jones set to take the draw. Fired in on net. We pick on Drew maybe too much.
He likes it. Looks like the Penguins have gone to Jones and Brenneman at center, which is good. You want to keep all these legs fresh. Last 5 minutes here.
So now we've seen the Penguins, their sixth forward, or sixth center. You used 6 of the forwards at center so far in this tournament.
That's right.
As it's popped in behind Pelly. Rims it around. You also get, with the physical part of the play coming up here, those are two pretty physical players. Brenneman, we've talked about throughout this tournament, has that grit, that grind, that edge. Lucas Jones, the Penguins, nothing but describes him better than the words power forward. And so, you get kind of those two gritty, grindy kind of players out there at the center position as a shot will come in just a bit high, about 13 feet over the net. As Chappell gets control, it's wedged out the center. A backhand pass by Jones. He was looking to spring Pearsall. It'll be Pelly following up. Driving into the corner.
Oh, boy. Pelly was looking for a call there. Did not get it.
You got Pearsall covering the D spot as Bolus will get control. His breakout attempt, first one and second one deflected. It'll be Costa to the puck. Oh, paying swipe. There's Squish stepping out to make a big stop, and the puck cleared by the Pens defense. So kind of a tricky play. The puck popped free. The London Knight player was looking at the referee to see if he was getting a penalty. He, of course, did not. And then the puck popped kind of down the wall, and the kid walked right off the wall in front. Squish equal to the task.
Great play by Squish. And while Brenneman goes down, I'm not sure what happened, but he goes down
kind of stepped
hard.
on a twig.
Okay.
Flume delays, carries around to the outside, trying to center for Halliday. It'll go to the corner off a stick. Knight's still doing a good job cutting off those passes from those corners.
Yep.
Bouncing puck will elude the stick of Foster. Go the whole way into the Penguins' end. No icing.
3:40 to go, Jeremy.
Bolus up for Flume. Flume across to Brenneman. Brenneman weaving through into the back of Halliday. Puck dislodged. It'll be popped out the center. Penguins changing the defense. Rose able to disrupt a driving Knight. And out comes Brenneman, tapping it across Halliday. Halliday up the right. Stopping, turning, firing one. He's got a wicked shot. Better save. Falling down in the corner is a Knight. It'll be worked up to the point. A puck just bounces over the stick of Track. Penguins will regroup. Track gains the zone onside, carrying with his head up. I love watching him skate. He's got that head up, looking.
Yep.
He'll go back to his partner, Burrows, at the line, who just loses control. Jones helping out with the defense there. Will run a switch with Burrows. He tries to toss it over to Track, just missing the stick. It'll be dumped into the Penguins' end. The Knights run a dump and change. Track picking it up behind. Out to Golnack. Golnack tripped up over the blue line there. Wedged back in by the Knights, just wide of the Squish tender. Banked off the boards. Linden Track in behind. Gets it to Jones.
Here we go.
Up the walls, Golnack.
Look out.
Bodied is Carlson at the Knights line.
Last shift or two. Everybody got to keep their head up here.
As it's up through center. Guarding in are the Knights. Trying to get one here as they rim it around. Golnack to Jones. Penguins with a 4-on-1. Now somebody's got to, they're going to catch Carlson with his hand in the cookie jar, just a bit offside.
4-on-1. By the way, Jeremy, I don't know if you've noticed it. In our far right corner, there's a parent who has a step stool. And it appears to be recording or viewing the game above the glass. I haven't seen that before. Maybe streaming?
Well, it can't be streaming. You're not allowed.
Well, that's true because Hockey TV does have the exclusive streaming rights.
Yes. So we wouldn't want to violate anyone's streaming rights of 11-year-olds. As it comes free, here's a chance for the Knights. Great block by Chappie. Jones bouncing puck. Can it get out? It will. Jones follows up. Will bounce around its center. Gathered by Golnack.
Strong
He goes
play.
off the wall. Here's Carlson to the middle. He was looking for Pelly. Pelly wants one today. He's jumping in there. Last minute of play in the third period, last minute, as Carlson pressured from behind, looking for Pearsall. It'll roll off of a stick. He'll gather it off the board, centering one. It's off of a twig to the corner. He stays right with it, finding brother Joey driving all the way to the corner. I don't think he's old enough to drive. Maybe Sister Abby is. Not quite yet. We bang in front of the London Knight bench. The Knights will come away with it. Into the Pens end, cutting to the middle, firing one. The Squish tender there to make the save. Gather it in the paraphernalia. hold on to it a little longer as the running clock ticks inside of 20 seconds.
Let's not be in a hurry on this face-off, boys.
Why don't we get a line change like nowish? Maybe we change goalies?
That's right.
8 seconds as we get to 5, 4. The referee drops the puck. The horn sounds. And the Penguins will go away with a 5-0 victory here.
Great effort, Jeremy. Great effort.
Up and down the lineup, I thought the defense played great. Some big saves, especially it was 1-0 a long way through the second period. Squish coming up with big saves, and then you said it. The next goal was going to be important. That second goal, then it was second, third, and fourth within 2 minutes.
That's right. And Jeremy, I'm going to do the Commodores 3 stars of the game for the Penguins.
Okay.
Okay, we just got it from the booth. Third star of the game, Pittsburgh Penguins defenseman number 57, David Chappell. A force, both sides of the ice. And when that game was a one-goal game, David Chappell with the number of big clears, keeping the Penguins up by 1. Second star of the game, Penguins forward number 53, Owen Golnick. I believe he had at least 2 goals today.
And the game winner.
And a game winner was a factor on all aspects of the game. And the number 1 star and also number 1 in the program with the shutout, the Squish Tender. Makes every save for the Penguins, keeps them in it when they were shorthanded, and an all-around great performance. You got to be proud.
All you can do is stop them all.
That's it.
So
I feel like if you stop every single shot, you have a better chance of winning.
Yep, that's the way we draw it up. Thanks for joining us, folks. We'll see you after we upload this later, and we'll bring you the next one.